do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything.
What makes you happiest after you've had an awful day? What makes me the happiest? Well, I mean, if I'm having a bad day, one thing that I will tend to do, because it always seems to kind of calm me down, I love, love, love going in my car and just rolling down the windows and listening to country music blasting, and just the cool air on my face and the music. I don't know what it is. I guess it's kind of like my own therapy. With country music, I've always had an attachment with it. Ever since I was a little girl, that's what my parents were always listening to growing up, so I think that's why it kind of stuck with me. But with country music, there's always going to be a song with, no matter what you're going through in your life, there's going to be a song that's written about it, or it's just a lot of kind of depressing music, I guess. So for me, though, I like listening to these songs because it's like, no matter what I'm going through, there's always a song that I can relate to, and I don't know, it kind of makes you feel a little bit better knowing, you know, you're not alone, that someone else also had gone through that. And just to hear, I don't know, different like stories, it can help you appreciate your life more, being like, okay, well, this is what someone else went through, like, I need to stop being so down on myself and realize that it will get better. And you just really have to remind yourself of all of the good things in your life. And when you're having a bad day, or if you're in a bad mood, you need to figure out what is the root to the problem. So, for instance, sometimes I will be in a bad mood because of something that happened or something I saw written about me on the internet. So Brett would come home from work and I would automatically give him an attitude for something he did, and he would sit down and be like, okay, well, instead of you giving me an attitude when I first walk in the door when I didn't do anything, like, what's really going on in your life that is bothering you that you want to talk about, because we could talk that through and then you won't have the problem with me. And it was like little things like that that made me really realize, like, when I'm angry and or in a bad mood, it's like such a different side of me, so I have to somehow talk myself into getting back to my happy place, so to say. So one thing I do is I try to figure out what actually was the root of the problem. So if it was someone writing something nasty on YouTube, you know what I mean, get over it. You delete it and you move on with it. But yeah, so I guess that's my way of getting through a bad day. You just remember all the good things, and country music really, really, really helps for me. Jasmine wants to know if I have any weird habits. I pick my eyelashes. That's really weird. Like, it's a problem. I used to just sit in class and just sit there and for like hours, and not even just in class, like anywhere. My mom and my best friend Nicole always actually smack me now if they see me picking. It's like I gave them permission to smack my hand, because it's kind of like I zone out and I just sit there and I pick off my mascara, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a nervous habit or what it is, but it's just a habit and I hate it and it's annoying and I need to stop doing it, because seriously, my eyelashes, I pull them out sometimes and it's just not good. Dawn wants to know, I love this question by the way, how can/will you use your knowledge in the future about beauty, life, etc. to change the world's perception on judging people by appearance or what beauty is? I kind of fell into this whole YouTube thing, and I really never expected to have so many followers so quickly. So, I mean, one thing I've stated since day one is how important inner beauty is, and my whole goal when I started this whole thing was to teach everyone a couple different makeup tricks or hair tricks just to help improve your outer appearance, which in turn will help you feel better about yourself on the inside. And it wasn't until maybe a year into it I really realized what power I had over some people. And I mean, that's why I created the second channel, like the Inner Beauty channel, because I do have a lot of ideas and I really have been through a lot, and I think it's important for people to realize that appearance is not everything, and what you see on the outside doesn't matter if there's nothing on the inside. A lot of people see a lot of celebrities and stuff in magazines, and they just see like these beautiful, like thin women, and they think like that's what I want to be, instead of, you know, sitting down and being like, wow, I want to be a good person when I'm older, I want to do good by everyone, and I want to be proud of who I am. And those are things that you're not really taught, and you're not taught in school, because you're taught basics like math and history and language arts, but you're never really taught how to deal with certain situations, or how to find yourself, or how to express yourself from the inside without having to just show it all on the outside. Like, it's a very superficial world, and I mean, there's always going to be materialistic people who are only judging by the outside. But if you, as a person, as yourself, can work on your inner self and do good to other people and help share your knowledge, even if you're just learning it, to other people, I think that's what it takes. It just takes one person to help spread the word on something, and then if everyone really takes it into their own hands and really works on their inner selves and works on being better people, I mean, 20 years from now, if the 600,000 of you who follow me on my main channel all just did a little switcheroo and helped become a better person, think of that. Think of how many other people that you all have been affecting. So it just really just takes, I guess, not one person, but it takes yourself to find it in yourself to change and to move forward. And I will forever continue to promote inner beauty, and I have so many ideas for this channel for you guys. So yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of answered your question. It's a very broad question, but I mean, like I said, I never expected all of this, but I will try my absolute best to keep letting you guys know and keep spreading the word that inner beauty really is the most important, and being nice and doing good things is a way to find peacefulness inside of yourself and also in the world. So this is the most popular question: what is your fitness and nutrition routine? So my ladies, I promise you, Brett is going to be making a new channel, and I think next week, and we're going to get a video up and we're going to show what I've been doing for exercise-wise, because I posted a video about a year back on my main channel, and I wrote that, you know, I just eat pretty healthy and I'm not really big on exercising, which I wasn't. But I mean, I know a lot of you guys have noticed I have lost some weight recently, and it is because I have been exercising, I have been eating a lot healthier, and I do owe that to Brett, because that's all him. He loves fitness, he loves nutrition, so he taught me a couple new tricks and a couple of different moves, so I'm really excited to get going with that and to share with you guys different tips and tricks with that. So that will be coming. Dashni wants to know, what's the one thing in life you wish to achieve that you haven't achieved yet? Oh my goodness, there's so many things, but one thing I would love to do, I mean in the near future, would be maybe to create my own clothing line or help design my own clothing line. I have always been so in love with fashion, and more so recently, if you guys have been following my blog, I've been doing a lot more blog posts, but I just love fashion, and I love picking out different accessories and different pieces and putting them together and coming up with different ideas. So I think for me, one of my main goals would be to somehow get a line out or something of the sorts. If I were to get a line out, or I should say when I do have a line out, I promise it's going to be something affordable. I will not be selling things for like $300. I personally think like a Forever 21, they're the smartest people ever. They sell very inexpensive clothes, and look at them, they're booming. So if I ever get a chance to do a line, I will hopefully have a nice affordable line for you guys with really cute stuff, and who knows, one day. A lot of people like this comment. Jen asked if me and Brett live together, and we do. I moved into my apartment by myself in December, and when I did move in, that was when we were first starting to really date and everything, so he was here all the time. So it wasn't until January that he actually moved all his stuff in, and he officially moved in with me. So it was not expected. I was planning on moving out by myself, but it all kind of fell together really nicely, and honestly, I'm so happy, and I've never been happier. And I mean, I would be scared living on my own. I get like scared that there's like a monster in my closet still, or like under my bed, so it's nice living with him. He's really amazing. So, oh, Jasmine asks if I could put my videos in Spanish subtitles. I'm sorry, I don't know if they can do subtitles yet on YouTube. I'm gonna look into that, but if you looked on my blog, I have the option to translate my entire blog into any language possible through Google. It's right on the right hand side. So if any of you guys really don't understand me, I'm sorry. I know I talk really fast, but I do have a lot of information on my blog where you can translate it. Kayla wants to know, I know a lot of people have been also asking this, you guys want to see a video on how I do my naturally curly hair and how I tame it. If any of you can give me tips, I would love to know, because that is one thing I can't do. My hair was curly my whole life, and all I used to do was just put like wobs and wobs gel in it, so it would just be like super hard and take all the frizz away. But obviously that's not like in anymore, so to say. Like, I'm not going to leave it like crunchy curls everywhere. So if you guys have any tips on how to get it not as frizzy, or I don't know, more manageable, you can Tatiana wants to know how I handle negative people. It is hard. I'm not going to say I just ignore it all and I just smile and pretend it doesn't happen. There are a lot of really, really, really mean people on the internet, and in the beginning it was a lot harder for me to deal with all the negativity because I was, I guess, not really fully comfortable with myself yet. And if you guys watched my Draw My Life video, I explained how through this whole journey and through this whole YouTube thing I really did find myself and find my purpose, and really I can say I'm confident in knowing who I am, and I know that I'm a good person, so a lot of the times I just go and delete all the comments. Don't get me wrong, there were days where I would cry and I would just get so frustrated and be like, why are these people so mean? Because I really do feel like I try my best to show you guys who I am as a person, and I know everyone can always doubt you and whatever, but I really try my best to show you guys that I am a nice person, and I don't think I deserve some of the negative stuff that I get, but you know what, it's the internet and you gotta take the good with the bad. If you think you're gonna be pleasing everybody in your lifetime, you're absolutely crazy. Everyone just thinks differently, everyone's brought up differently, everyone views things differently, so I mean, I know for myself I would never go around on YouTube or on the internet writing mean comments to people, especially anonymously, but some people, I guess, find joy in that, or I don't know what it is that people find in putting other people down, but hopefully I pray for every single one of those people, because I hope one day they could spend as much time and effort into finding themselves and making themselves better or doing better for themselves instead of spending all their time on the internet writing mean things on videos and on pictures. And yeah, so all of you guys who are positive, I love you, and it will pay off. Good things happen to good people. And anyone who is feeling negative and feels the need to put other people down, I pray for you, and I hope one day that you do find happiness. So for now, I think that's it on the questions. If there are any other unanswered questions, I will maybe do another frequently asked questions thing on my blog. I do have an older one if you guys have any other questions about the stuff that I used to film with or anything like that, because it all is listed. I will post below the blog post where I did mention a couple other questions that I'm sure you guys had. So I hope I didn't bore you, and I hope you learned maybe a little bit more about me. And I'm sorry it's been so long that I posted a video on this channel, and I promise you I have a lot more coming. Like I said, my sister is now home, so we are going to be doing a sister tag, and we have a lot of good ideas for you guys. So definitely stay tuned, and I love you all so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend.
We don't need